So I'm gonna do this one. We tend to think of love and romance, but not often do we romanticize life. So love has variants. Um, it's really hard to explain something that's always evolving, even though it's a side effect of really all that I'm involved in, which can also stem from the lack of it. But I think it's quite clear that everything comes from it, revolves, and then goes back to it. But see, I think the word in contrast to the feeling is inadequate because I just love so much. Like I can pick it up and throw it at you. And I don't even have to know about you, where it's from, or what it is. Because from what I'm discovering, when you unwrap what it's covered in, every piece has a fresh take, like a pack of Doublemint. And you see, I think that's such a gift. That's why I treat everything like I'm just a kid. With that pure excitement, the raw enticement to get involved with something. I have romanticized mediocrity, even the softest pungent. You know what I'm saying? I've romanticized mediocrity, even the softest pungent. See, my love comes with a strong abundance. It don't matter what the topic is. Man, I love lifting weights, dogs and kids, vacations where the tropics is, pancakes with the chocolate chips. Man, I even love the ways people talk and sit. But it's hard to explain to you what I mean by that. But I guess body language holds our rhythm in the background, like a hi-hat. And as much as I've learned about it, it has shifted my path. And it's been quite the journey, but the plight of learning implies getting sidetracked. Because influence will have your intentions feeling hijacked. Listen, I've done some of the dumbest things in my life for love. I have done some of the dumbest things in my life for love. But despite that, of all the times being traumatized and getting stabbed in my back, and I've learned more about love from the things that I lack. And I really don't mean just my misfortunes. The times of hardships have been prominent. I mean more so the moments where I know I'm incompetent. Like when I'm doing something, but I'm not truly involved in it. Or I'm trying to be hands-on, but I'm too callous to fondle it. It's not self-loathing if sabotages your confident. But that was my logic then. Until a close call with death showed me an alternate. Because I was climbing the face of a mountain with no protection to conquer it, no partners with ropes connected to help get me on top of it. So why have I been so scared to find love and fall in it? Now, I wanted to do a poem about the time I got cheated on, or a poem about the relationship I ruined because of that, because I wasn't healed yet. So, what you want, cheating one or I should heal? Your choice. Yeah. The other one's got a little bit more depth, so I'll go with the second one. I'll try to. It's a little long, but it'll be all right. It's crazy all that I'll do so that I won't hurt you. That doesn't mean my actions or what I'm feeling scum. It's a virtue, right? But didn't you say that to really grow that you must do what you're healing from? Well, I heard you right. But I still evaded. Because the fear invaded. I was too lost, irritated and ill-advised. I couldn't nurture my lack of a will, and I still decided to just walk and seal the fate. So on that night, I gave you less time than a curfew might. And you could feel every moment that was leading up. Because I took a wager to gamble your perception, but of course you could already see the bluff. Because you're so perceptive. I mean, you would feel what I wouldn't show. You've seen enough. Through our discussions, you would try to pull it out, but I wouldn't bring it up. I'd just act like I didn't know what you were speaking of. Man, I couldn't think legibly. The pressure teeming from all the deception in my pedigree. And it's a storm that's been raining my whole life. Whether it be the truth of my own actions discrepancy or the misleading food for thought that's always been fed to me. Because when we met, my plate was full, incredible. But you were a godsend, and I'm not kidding. So I don't think John Lennon would have let it be. I mean, I was just so drawn to you. More than a portrait, more than politicians and tax cut extortion, more than a man's need to control a woman's right to abortion, more than a drug addict's will to sacrifice their own life to afford them. And so it started. But I was still so damaged and brokenhearted from having been cheated and treated with no regard, and the fact of having an unborn child whose soul departed. I didn't know if it was mine, but it was a lot to hold on to. And I tried so hard not to just throw it on you. Maybe too hard, because I just kept it. Despite you knowing all my struggles and how you respected my deflected, overanalyzing every move and action, I needed proof so I'd inspect it. But I couldn't trust it. See, it's a sickness where the effects of someone else's lies directed. And I really thought a new soul would help disease, but I just infected. That was so dramatic. I never really stressed disorder, but I was definitely post-traumatic. But you were relentless, the most emphatic in your attempts to address the pain. But you weren't even at fault. No debts to pay. No need for the affirmations you give that I didn't request, you said. And despite all this, why couldn't my fears just be left at bay? Because I was anchored by a relationship that sank, and you were the bridge just steps away. But I was too stern and chose to drown. I mean, how could I give you so much time to just up and throw it out? That's because, despite your goodness, it was a risk I'd rather go without. And it wasn't that you would show me doubt, it was your potential that I didn't want to know about. So I chose it for you, so that I could just be left alone to pout. When I left, you wouldn't let me. See, one's presence is not bound by physicality. In fact, it was because of your absence that I felt it more dramatically. I mean, I have never faced something I couldn't walk away from, but you were practically the most important element my life holds in this continuous happening. And I'm so sorry. These are just words that hardly hold even a small portion, darling. And I'll take all the weight of your stress and worry. You can force it on me. And I don't care if it's torture, I'll be calm and patient. Give a strong embrace in conversations of all the ways that I caused you pains, and not just blame this toxic waste of an outcome on a thoughtless brain. I'm not forsaken. Thank you.